Hey you guys, what's up? I hope you're having a lovely day. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I apologize. It has been a minute. I have been kind of going through it. It's been a weird month. Okay, it has been weird. Strange things are happening. Strange things have been happening. It's just like, let's get into it, right? Let's just like dive right on in. I hope you like my sexy red t-shirt. This was a gift from my little sister. She came back from America. Americano. Get it sexy. Get it. I like that song. Especially when she uses her voice as like a beat. Uh, 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 uh. Get it sexy. Get it sexy. Oh, my coffee splashing everywhere. Anyway, yes, it's been a weird month. It's been a weird month. This was like, okay, so like obviously my jaw surgery was like a minor procedure, but it is having major consequences and major effects on my body. It's not like it has not been an easy recovery. And it's just like highlighting to me the fact that I have been living through this for a really long time. Anyway, boring. We're living through it. We're going to talk about it one day. We're not going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about it someday, but not today. Okay? Right now, we want to keep it. I just like, there's like things going on. Okay? Like, not like internally. And perhaps a little bit externally too. But like, this like minor surgery with major consequences and major effects is like, it's doing something really like, it's like rebalancing. But if your body, I'm an athlete. I'm used to playing sick. I'm used to swimming tired. I'm used to swimming exhausted. Like I've always thought like, oh yeah, I'm just exhausted because like, you know, practice or whatever. But like, no. Something's wrong, and something's been wrong for a very long time. So yeah, just like the recalibration has been crazy, but it's not just physical, it's like really emotional and very spiritual. Like it's crazy. It's almost like my internal world is reflecting what's going on externally. Does that make sense? Like I'm feeling a huge shift in the world, and I know if I'm feeling it, y'all are feeling it too. Like things are changing. And going back to the weird stuff, like I can't really talk about it. That's the problem. I can write about it. So new website incoming, but I can't really. We don't live in a time where we can say how we really feel, what we really think, and how we really feel. I've been suppressed, and I've like realized how they did it now. Like something's been brought to my attention, and now I'm seeing like it's basically proof. Because you could never really prove it before, but now I can prove it. But wisdom is teaching me that like if I want to have a voice and I want to be effective in having that voice, and I would like to draw people in, you know, being my truest, most authentic self, then I need to be very wise and pragmatic in my approach. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like I'm no different. I'm still got my opinions, and I'm not afraid. okay? That's the thing. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm a pussy, because I'm not a pussy, okay? I'm not a pussy. What it is that I gotta be smart. I gotta be smart, because you give these bitches one little whatever reason to, like, they'll do it. They'll do it. And they'll do it like that. And I can afford to have my opinion. It's going to be written about. It's not going to be spoken about. Because at the end of the day, we don't have the luxury anymore of saying how we really feel. And I live and walk in my truth daily, on the daily, bro. Like, I'm not a person that sugarcoats. I'm very direct. I go to the point. I don't beat around the bush, okay? And that's why, like, being here in New Zealand drives me a little bit crazy, because to get to where they need to go, everyone goes like a roundabout way. Just get to the point. I'm from New York, okay? I lived in New York. We get to the point. We go from here, we go to there, and we don't waste time getting there, okay? Like, let's just get there. I'm very direct like that, but we're not dealing with people who operate on this frequency. We're dealing with people who I don't even know. And it's like, doesn't matter, because it's not about them. It's about me. It's about me, okay? It's about me. And I just have to be smart about how I express myself. That's it. Part of that is, I guess, maturing too. Becoming wiser. Becoming smarter. But yeah, what a journey we've had. Give me a minute to like collect my thoughts. Okay, I'm back. That's that. A lot of changes happening. A lot of changes internally. A lot of changes happening in the world. I think people are starting to see what people like me have been saying, and I just hope that they don't forget that we tried to tell y'all. Like, we tried to tell people, and they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't listen. I bet you they're listening now, though, which I guess is the important part. But yeah, I'm always going to stay true and authentic. I'm not a hater. I just crush your lie, okay? I'm not a hater. I just crush the lies. And that's the type of person you want to have around in your circle. That's the type of person that you want to have around. The person that's going to, like, just tell you the truth. Like, I'm not like these other people that, like, you're going to have to, like, slowly extract the truth out of me. Like, no. You're going to get it. I'm quite a combative person. But I like it. A lot of people don't, though. A lot of people do not like confrontation. A lot of people do not like my approach to things. So I'm trying to smoothen it out a lot more. Be less intense. Be less... be less what? Be less... It's not even about being less, it's refining. We're refining. We're a state of refinement as we find alignment. And as the outside world, like, we've been out of sync. Like, me and the world have been out of sync, but I've never been misaligned. I've always been aligned, and now the outside world is changing and realigning to match what has been going on in here for a very long time. Not a little, but a long time, like 30 years deep, bro. Like, I remember specifically the age that I was when I made the decision to be like, nah, I'm gonna stay true to myself in this life. I'm not gonna let these people make me feel ashamed about what I like and what I want and what I desire and what turns me on down there and up here in all areas. I'm not gonna downplay what feeds my spirit. And I remember I was young, I was like 5 years old, and the color was pink. boys are not supposed to like pink. Boys are not supposed to like pink. But I liked pink. I liked pink. And I don't think that liking pink is necessarily indicative of your sexuality. That's what I would tell parents right now. If your son is drawn to pink, it doesn't mean he's gay. He's so young. He's 5 years old. He's just drawn to colors. But just remember, each chakra in the body is represented by a color. And pink, it's up here. It's like the crown chakra. It's the highest frequency, right? It's the highest frequency. We start with red, and then we finish with violet. Violet, sort of pinkish sort of tones. But we start with red. That's why red is the most primal color. It's the color of our blood. But it's also the color of the root chakra. What's the root chakra responsible for? Baby, love making. Like the root and the sacral right next to each other, that's responsible for the love making. Have you seen that TikTok of that girl that's like dancing and she's like unlocking her sacral chakra and she starts crying? She literally starts crying because she's like, it's so overwhelming. Like our chakras are no joke. Our chakras are no joke. When you are in alignment, it's amazing. And I think like with kids and colors, if you like pink, if your son or your daughter likes pink, because colors should be genderless. Colors are just colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do we assign colors to different kids? They shouldn't be like that. I loved pink, and I still love pink. I do, but you don't see me wearing a lot of pink. I have some rose quartz crystals in my bed. In fact, I can't give out all my secrets. Maybe when that someone special comes and he comes and sees my bed, he can take a look at what I got going on over there. There's a little bit of pink. It's a little bit pink. But yeah, I liked pink, and I remember being at that age and I was like, I like pink, I don't care what you say. My dad, typical Tongan rugby playing, machismo, masculine, hyper masculine, baby boomer. My dad was a baby boomer. Yeah, he was. He had me pretty late in his life, but my dad was like, you know, my dad was like very hyper masculine. So when he saw a son that was like into pink and into like, you know, the feminine things, he tried to like shame me out of it. It's okay. Like, I have a really great relationship with my dad. It's like not a big deal. But I remember thinking at that age when he was trying to shame me out of enjoying pink, at that young age, I was like, no, I know what you're trying to do. You were trying to manipulate and coerce me into liking blue, but I'm not into blue. I'm into pink. Pink is me. Pink is what I like. Pink is my color. So there's nothing you're gonna do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. That's what I like. And I remember making that decision at that age. That's rebellious, bro. Like, I'm the original rebellion boy, okay? The original rebellion boy. I mean, the original. I just like saying original in that West Indian accent. Like, original rebellion boy. Speaking of rebellion boys, let me just finish this coffee before we get into Crushwatch. He went to like the sports awards or whatever. He went in that shit, didn't shave his face, loved it. He looked so good. He looked so good in a suit. It's like his thing to have his like bow tie slightly askew. I love it. But he went to that little thing, didn't even shave his face. I love that he did it. It's so hot to me. It's like, yeah, I'm like here, I'm like nominated, but I'm not really here because I want to be here. I'm just here because my agent wants me to be here, so I'm here, but whatever. I got my Netflix show coming out. I'm a star. I'm a bigger star than the people in these rooms. Period. That's not what he's thinking. I know that's not what he's thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But he showed up, he looks good. He scrubs up nicely. I like that he's a casual dude. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, I can see it in him. He doesn't like those ceremonies. He's not a award ceremony kind of guy. I don't like award ceremonies myself. Like, I don't watch the Oscars, okay? I don't watch the Grammys. I will watch the VMAs though, because I think they're the most relevant culturally. But even then, I haven't watched it in a really long time. But he's not that kind of dude. He's a casual dude. If you had the choice between like, go out and hang out with all of these like celebrities with a red carpet and wear a suit and like, you know, talk to people and mingle with like the creme de la creme of the world, or go have a barbecue with your homies, babe, he's having barbecue with his homies. Like, he's that kind of guy. And that's great, because I'm that kind of guy too. Like, I don't like that stuff. Like, yeah, you gotta do it. It's that industry. It's part of the job. You gotta show up and you gotta, you know, you gotta be polite. Do the interview questions. One of the interviewers I saw on the red carpet was like, you look really good. You look really good. And he was like, oh yeah, I try to look as good as I do on the court. He tried to like diffuse the situation. He's like, oh, well, it's working. Oh, you look really good. Oh, you look really good. Baby boy, oh my god, he reminds me so much of me. Just trying to like diffuse the situation, like, okay, thank you. I'm like, do you realize that the reporter is hitting on you? Like, I don't know, he's like me. I don't know when people are hitting on me. I never know when people, because I'm very obvious when I'm not one for subtlety. If I like you, you will know, evidently. But also, I don't thirst after people. I don't feel like, when it, like, go back. Like, yeah, I'll talk about whatever crushes that I have at the time, but like, I don't thirst after people. I just don't. I don't. But I'm very obvious when I like a person. I'm not a person that's like, let me be like, oh, like mysterious about whether I like you or not, lesbian. I'm like, no, like, you'll know. And that's why when like, I think people get very misled by me because I'm very warm and I'm very kind. And I will give everybody the time of day. I'm not the type of person that is ever rude or snobby. I believe, this is my approach to life, we can learn something from everyone. So I will always try to engage with everyone in the room. That's just the type of person that I am. But a lot of people think because I'm being friendly, I'm flirting. Baby, no. And they'll like try to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Because people go crazy in that gray zone of like, do they not? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people really, but I'm the type of guy where I'm like, bro, like, you'll know. Like, if I like you, you will know, because I will tell you. I'm not the type, like, Courtney Love was on an interview once and they were like, what do you do when you have a crush on someone? And she looks at them, the interviewer, and she says, tell them. And when I saw that in like 14-year-old mind, I was like, yeah, of course, that makes so much sense. They're never gonna know unless you say something, okay? So he knows. But I'm tickled by his response to a person hitting on him, being very like, ha ha ha. Yeah, I'm like, dude, he's like, that, and that reporter would inhale your cock if he could. Him and half the world, 90% of the world, let's be honest. But I love it. Listen, I know what it's like to be in a relationship where people make you feel bad about being beautiful. I'll never make you feel bad about being beautiful. I will never make any dude feel bad about being beautiful. If my man gets attention, I'm like, yeah, he's with me. Okay? Don't you forget it. B. He with me. That's how I be. And you can look, but don't touch. You may look, but you will not touch, okay? I do not consent to this touching. I do not consent to it. Consent is very important. But yeah, I'll like, people want to like, you know, it was just a really funny clip and I like giggled at it. I was like, oh God, he has no idea the effect that he has on people. He's really coming into his own, you know? He's really coming into his own. And actually, since I've spoken to you guys, we haven't discussed like, we haven't discussed like, like a lot has transpired. Stuff moves very quickly in his life. But March didn't go according to plan. And he went to Mexico with his family. And, you know, when he was out there, he was like, you know, kind of silent a little bit. And then he just put up one Instagram story. Like, woke up one morning, I saw an Instagram story. It's just his foot. It's just his foot. And like a little bit of thigh. And sand. And like, you know, little other, like, little things that you would see when you're on vacation. Like a bag. Like a little glass of whatever he's drinking. I mean, I'm assuming non-alcoholic. But you know, you're on vacation. You're allowed to have it. I don't know. I don't think he's a... I don't know. I wouldn't drink on vacation with my family, but I'm not much of a drinker anyway. But, yeah, the point is we saw a little bit of thigh, a little bit of foot, and the thigh, I was like, oh, he's wearing shorts. Like, he's not wearing, like, a board short, like, and obviously it made my imagination drive, right, like, wild. I'm like, what is he wearing? I wonder what shorts he's wearing, because we have this little thing with shorts. Black shorts, white shorts, lavender shorts. Where my lavender at? My little lavender shorts, you know? I was wondering what colored shorts he was wearing. And then he put up, you know, amongst other things, I was wondering, like, I wonder what he's doing. You know, I wonder if he went to Chichen Itza. I wonder if he went and saw the Mayan ruins. I wonder if they went to Playa del Carmen for a day. I wonder if he went, you know, obviously he went to the beach. But, you know, there's a lot to do in that part of the world. I wonder if he went for a swim in the cenote. I hope he did, because it's very magical and very spiritual. I hope he's enjoying himself with his family. I hope he's enjoying himself with his, you know, his agent was there and his agent's son, I think. It was like a whole crew of them, but it was like a family-friendly vacation, you know? And I'm like dragging the story out. Basically, the shorts, baby boy. When I saw those lime green shorts, I like lost my shit. I really did. I was like, oh. When I saw those lime green shorts, I was like, anybody else seeing this? You went to the store. You mean to tell me you went to the store and you saw every single pair of board shorts, and then you saw those lime green ones and you were like, yeah, these the ones, yeah. It made me giggle. And then, yeah, and he went for a swim in the cenote in those shorts. So I was like, oh wow, that's what I love. Look, when you're living the life that he lives, you gotta find ways to stay connected, even at a distance. And I think that I have that skill. I have that skill of telling someone, look, you're in my mind, okay? You're in my mind, even when I'm silent, and even when I'm not, even when I'm going through a huge recalibration or hard reset of my like central nervous system, and I'm going through a huge recalibration of my entire being, and I'm having the deepest cellular regeneration going on, I still think of you. I still think of you. Whether it's a hibiscus flower, whether it's some lavender, whether it's a sunset, I see you everywhere. And I think that's like really beautiful with love. I think that's one of the most amazing things about love is like the thought is you're never far from my mind. You're probably, yeah, you might be my first thought when I wake up. You might be my last thought when I go to sleep. And like, yeah. I think it's really important when you're in country to country and place to place, you really got to like, yeah, foster a sense of closeness, even from a distance. That's a skill, and he has it. He has it. I think I have it too. Not to toot my own horn or anything. I mean, you can let me know what you think. But to say so much without saying anything at all that's a skill. And I think, now that Venus is no longer spinning retrograde, I would love to do a love cast. Maybe next week I'll talk about all the lessons that I've learned in love. Because there's been a lot of them. There has been a lot of them. But one thing I know for certain is like, you can't run out of things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I doubt that we would. Oh my God. I feel like if I was to talk to him on the phone, I think it would be like, okay, we both agree with like, we both really need to go now because we've got a lot to do. I don't think I would, I want a love where we never run out of things to say. Like I will always find something interesting to share about my day, even if it's the least eventful day. That's like that's like a best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're with your best friends and you're kicking it, you can talk forever. And that's the kind of relationship that I want is like, we're never gonna run out of things to talk about because like marriage is I'm not talking marriage yet, but I'm saying like relationships lead to marriage, right? So like marriage is a marathon. So it's like a lifelong conversation. So make sure that you're conversating with someone that you like. Oh my God, that was a big lesson I learned in love. Like you gotta like the person. I liked everyone that I was with. Can't say they all liked me. I laugh, but it's true. A lot of them just didn't like me. Yeah. I'm very confronting and I'm a bit combative with love. I'm quite competitive, but it's about refinement and knowing how to you can compete in a board game. You can compete for like a video game. You can compete in like silly little things, you know what I'm saying? Like silly little competitions that are very inconsequential. It's just like a little bit of fun. But I will never compete with my man for attention. No. I'm never gonna compete over, do you know what I'm saying? Like things that are consequential that like play with people's self-esteem and their sense of how they see themselves and how like their general state of like, I will never play with that. That is not to be messed with. Yeah. Don't play games with people's self-esteem. That's not love. Love is, anyway, sorry, my video cut out. I know a lot about love. I do. I know what it is. I know what it's not. But, I love the smell of lavender. Talking about saying a lot without saying anything at all, you know? Yeah. Get it, sexy? Get it? No, it's sensual. It's not sexy, it's sensual. I'm like that reporter now. I was like, how dare you? In front of the world, you're gonna hit on my man. You're gonna hit on my man in front of the world. It's okay. You lucky that I'm grown. You lucky that I'm grown. I learned my lesson. You're lucky daddy's not gonna make you feel bad about being beautiful, okay? But look, I want the kind of love where we can laugh about it. How about that? I want to be able to laugh about it. Whenever anyone tries to come in and get in between us, we can be like, did you see that guy? Did you see that? I saw that. That was funny. Oh, I gotta go to the gym. I gotta work out the sweat, but I got like a minute left. I found this pot plant in the middle of the street as I was going for my walk. It's really heavy. But look, it's got a little chili on it. A little serrano. Is that a serrano? A serrano's a pepper, no? And I think it's green, but this is red, so I guess it's a chili, but red, root chakra, baby. What do you think I'm gonna plant in it? What love seeds are we gonna plant to grow? Stay tuned. Ow. Love you guys. Talk soon. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Daddy's always thinking of you. Daddy's always watching.